Hey there, we're off to the Garden State to visit the Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey. Let's go. Hello, and welcome back to Rinks Around the League. I'm your host, Jeff Nash, and on this episode, we're off to Newark, New Jersey, to the Prudential Center, home of the New Jersey Devils. Construction of the Prudential Center began on October 3rd, 2005, and it opened on October 25th, 2007, at a cost of $380 million, and is owned by the Newark Housing Authority. The arena was both publicly and privately financed. $230 million was publicly financed, and the remaining $83 million was privately financed. The City of Newark pledged $210 million to construct the arena using settlement money from its lease dispute over the unpaid rent for the use of the Newark Liberty International Airport with the Port Authority in New York and New Jersey, and the Devils organization paid for the rest. Thus, no direct taxpayer funding was required for the construction of the arena, although some taxpayer money was spent on infrastructure improvements. Its seating capacity is 16,514, and its scoreboard measures in at a whopping 49 by 27.5 feet. Secondary ticket price ranks them 21st in the league at $115. Prudential Financial purchased the naming rights to the stadium in 2007 for $105.3 million over 20 years, an average of $5.26 million a season. The Prudential Center is a very nice rink. It's huge, clean, and has a nice polish to it. Now, back in 2007 when the rink opened, the Devils actually had to play their first 9 games on the road, waiting for their arena to be finished. Affectionately known as the Rock, based on the logo from the Prudential Center, it's actually mere blocks away from the Prudential head office. And according to the Devils organization, it's played a vital role in the revitalization of downtown Newark. The outside of the Prudential Center has one of the world's largest LED screens at 4,800 feet, and that screen is flanked by large entrance cylinders where fans enter the building. Outside the Prudential Center, you'll find a statue of the legendary goaltender Martin Brodeur, and the red and gray exterior and overall design pays homage to the Newark's bricklaying and railroad heritage. Also located inside the Prudential Center is the Grammy Experience Museum, which opened in 2017. The interior, the main lobby, has large windows to allow great sight lines of the city and let a lot of natural light in during the days. And in the Grand Concourse, they have hockey jerseys from most of the high school teams in New Jersey. Also, a 6,000-foot mural featuring New Jersey sports history and famous players decorate the main concourse. But what will probably draw your attention is that massive center-hung scoreboard. And that scoreboard is the world's largest center-hung scoreboard. Weighing in at 44 tons, it's also the NHL's largest scoreboard. It is absolutely massive. Now, the Prudential Center may not be that old, but it already has some pretty shocking history. On January 8th, 2010, a lightning storm wreaked havoc around the Newark area. And ironically, it affected the game between the New Jersey Devils and the Tampa Bay Lightning. Now, Tampa Bay was leading 3-0 with 9 minutes and 12 seconds remaining in the second period when a power surge knocked out half the lights in the arena. Now, organizers and maintenance staff tried frantically to reboot the system, but ultimately the computerized lighting system just failed to reboot, and the game was suspended due to the lightning problem. It was actually resumed 2 nights later with only around 3,000 fans in attendance. Final score was Tampa Bay 4, New Jersey 2, and Steven Stamkos wound up scoring 2 goals in the same game on 2 different days, one on Friday and one on Sunday. Now, the Prudential Center is a very nice rink, and you can see how it's transformed downtown Newark. It's a very nice looking building. And when I was there, I was really fortunate and lucky to be there on Martin Brodeur's retirement night. Brodeur was a legendary goaltender for not only the Devils, but also Hockey Canada. And it was really special to be there that night to see his number raised to the rafters. It was a really cool ceremony, and one of the things that I definitely noticed was how loud those Devils fans are. Standing on the ice surface and hearing that crowd chant Marty and welcome all the other Devils alumni, it was one of the loudest crowds I've ever heard in an NHL game. Jersey fans have got to be some of the loudest, most vocal fans in the NHL. And it's just a great rink. If you can tear your eyes off that gigantic scoreboard, they actually have a good collection of banners hanging in the rafters. Now, is there anything I don't like about Prudential Center? Not really. It's a really nice rink, although I've read a lot of articles that they have issues with attendance in New Jersey. But it was extremely loud when I was there for Martin Brodeur retirement night. It must make for a crazy atmosphere during the playoffs. Well, Jersey fans, now it's up to you. Tell me what you think about the Prudential Center. Is there things you like or don't like about it? And that does it for Jersey. On the next episode, we're heading over to New York to visit the many homes of the New York Islanders. As always, follow me on Twitter and Instagram at _the_Rinks, on Facebook at the Rinks, and on YouTube at Rinks Around the League. Hit subscribe and ring that bell. If you're not a big sports fan, you may have gotten a little taste of what Jersey fans are like with Putty's character on Seinfeld.